This is Marketing of Today. I'm Cesar. Let's go! Welcome back to another video of Marketing of Today. I am proud to say that today I'm joined by Franciel Campusano, the Campusano group right there. We're in his office. As you know, we're doing the podcast now in their offices just to, get them where they're at, their mindset, and have conversations that are transcending, that are documented for the future of their business. Franciel, how's everything with you?
Thank you, my brother. I highly appreciate it. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you today.
Yeah.
As you know, I do a lot of content, usually in Spanish for the Spanish community. The Campusano group in Spanish, we call it the community group, el grupo de la comunidad. It's a pleasure for me to be doing a podcast, any type of content in English as well. Mm-hmm. I do have a lot of clients that speak English or feel better speaking English, and they're asking me for content in English as well. So definitely excited to do something in English as well. Thank you for coming. The Campusano group, we're part of the Lifestyle International Realtor here in Seacoast. Is really excited to be here, really proud to be here.
Yeah.
And it's game time, my brother. What's up?
100%. So first of all, everybody hears you talking Spanish, so they assume that you just got here from the Dominican Republic and you started your business. How long have you been living in the U.S.?
Man, I came to the United States at 5 years old, so I could be doing this completely in English if I really wanted to. But I found the connection, bro. I've been a realtor for 4 years. Mm-hmm. I own several properties. I just call myself a homeowner, an investor because I have multiple properties, but it's really I'm a homeowner, and I understand how to put myself in the shoes of new buyers. I'm really a buyer's agent at heart. I do have a lot of listings just by nature. Obviously, they come back around. All the content that I put out there, a lot of people feel, inspired by the content that I give out there. They call me to list their property. They call me to buy. But in reality, I'm a buyer's agent at heart, brother. I love teaching people the same things that I did that changed my life in real estate, which is buy a 2-family house with an FHA loan, live in that property for a couple of years until you regroup yourself and you're able to buy another property. 5% conventional or someone else in your family that can buy an FHA. And then, little before you know it, you have yourself 2 or 3 properties. Your life changes. Your quality of life changes. You have a better future, more secure future for your kids. And it's a beautiful feeling, brother. So I go the same about my business, the same route. I give a lot of content out there about how I started. I give a lot of content out there about how to start, basically house hacking.
Yeah.
Start with an FHA and a multi, then go up from there. Little before you know it, like I said, you have a couple of properties, you have some equity building up, then you have other options such as, taking also a cash out refi, a HELOC, buy another property, go into the flipping game. So many options that real estate opens up when you start the right way with a multifamily house. And I call myself the multifamily king. That's really something I like to do. Start with the FHA and a multi and go from there, my brother.
So what are the markets that you're serving in New Jersey? What are the communities you're helping? I know you're helping your Hispanics. Where is it that you're going next? What is it that you're working on that it's, to continue building your team and your presence in New Jersey?
So right now it's a team of 7, including myself. I'm the only gentleman in the group. So it's a group of females, hungry females that speak Spanish as a first language. Some of them speak some English, but in reality, bro, we're completely attacking the Hispanic market. Yeah. It's going really well. We got to give a lot of content out there. Again, we teach them all the stuff that we do. And just a lot of inspiring, a lot of confidence in our Latino community, a lot of information, education, and real estate that they don't really know about. And once they find out about a group like us that basically serves the community, el grupo de la comunidad, the communities group, we're really actually clicking with the people, bro, from the community. We do a lot of Hudson County sales, Union City, North Bergen, West New York, at Passaic County as well, with the Cliftons, Bergen County, and Garfield. A lot of the towns where there's usually multifamily houses, North New Jersey as well. And we're starting from there, man, teaching people how to really go about the multifamily game and going and building a portfolio, starting that way. And we represent a lot of New York people, bro. A lot of our clients are actually people coming in from Brooklyn, New York, from the Bronx, New York, single mothers of 3s. It's beautiful, the stuff that we're doing. We're actually really applying that information and the education in the Spanish community.
What do you think is your secret? What do you think it's what brought you? Because I see your content. I mean, guys, go to his page, check it out. Do this. If you speak Spanish, it's going to be easy for you to watch. If not, click translate, you understand. Si no, aprendan español. But anyways, you see what you're doing is so impactful. I used to do it. I remember when I was creating multiple pieces of content a day just to pop it out and have 30, 60, out there working all together to communicate. How do you feel that's created an impact in your business? What do you think you're going to do different in the future? How does that help you? Because, just to talk a little bit about the marketing of today, right?
Of course. So consistency, brothers. It's all about face recognition and consistency. The more people see you out there, and not just doing content and putting up videos. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, then you're going to look like a fool, and people are going to pick that up. People are also going to pick up your energy. And you're going to pick up your confidence and your energy. And
which you have amazing confidence and energy.
Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. So people pick
it comes
up
through.
That's very important because energy is a connection thing. You really don't see energy, you feel energy.
Yep.
So, as long as you feel that, people can tell that you know what you're talking about, your confidence, your energy, your enthusiasm. People could also pick up on your passion, bro. There's a lot of things that I do. I really love this real estate stuff, bro.
It's noticeable, the energy.
Bro, it's 8 p.m. right now. Look the way we're talking. I could talk.
And if everybody looks at your story, they're going to see you here all the time at night.
Yeah, bro.
Staying late or get up at 5 at a meeting or something.
At the gym. I really absolutely love this, brother, and people pick that up. And the way that I meet clients. So this is obviously our office here in the Lifestyle Secaucus branch. So whenever we have a client consultation, people that hit me up on TikTok or Instagram, hey, I love what you're doing. I want to be part of it. I want to buy a house. I want to take a picture in front of the Campusano group, El Grupo de la Comunidad. Bro, posting that often, and people seeing me and my group changing other people's lives. They want to be that too.
Yeah.
So they get motivated. Yo, those people could do it. They look just like me, bro. I could do it too. So it's a motivation thing. We're literally motivating people to actually become homeowners. Some people that didn't even think that they could be homeowners, but they see people that look like them.
Doing it.
Like, bro,
why am I not doing it?
Why am I not doing it? They get motivated. They get up out their couch and they're like, you know what? Let me call this Fran guy.
I like that. I like that concept that you're looking at it because the way you're seeing it is stop the excuses, stop saying that you can't do it, figure it out. And the fact that our communities and different communities are now trying to be owners of homes, right? Because that's the ultimate goal from a realtor, right? Make homeowners. It's changing their lives. And you've already been in the business for 4 years. What has something that has transcended from you from the first deal that you did or the second or the third that to this day is something that you hold dear and is
definitely that, brother. Talking about my first client is a friend of mine. My first ever closing in 2020, right at the end of the year, was a friend of mine it's a friend of mine, still owns the house in North Bergen, New Jersey. A friend of mine from the gym back in Queens, Brooklyn, New York, where we used to go to. He still goes there. I'm here. Bought a 2-family in North Bergen. Good interest rates back when they were in the twos, bro. Yeah. Rented out everything, making $2,500 positive cash flow. Bro, that's a game changer. You're literally,
living in life-changing.
Of course, you live in one unit, rent out the two, you live rent-free, and then when he moved out the property, he's making almost $3,000 a month, brother. Positive cash flow is crazy.
He can pay his mortgage somewhere else.
And that's the stuff that clicks to me is the possibility of you having a multifamily where if you do things the right way, you could end up making actually a positive cash flow. And you buy another house after you move out in a year. Buy a single family house, you leave that one rented. That house is supplementing some of the expenses on the other. So many things, bro, that as long as you do things the right way, you really can position yourself in a life-changing way.
100%. And what's your goal? Like, what do you see next for you right now? Just so we can get the business out of the way.
Absolutely. As a team, I moved to Lifestyle about 8-9 months ago in March, April time of the year. So it was tough, obviously changing in the beginning of the year.
Figure out a new company.
Figure out a new company, new people, office, the team, getting comfortable. It's not just me, bro. It's a whole team.
Yeah.
It's much harder.
Explaining things that they don't understand.
They come into a whole new office with more people, so they're overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed too, so everything started clicking, bro. After a month or two here, putting up numbers like crazy. The numbers are they're adding up. Everybody's happy. We're doing a lot of different things.
I see they're adding up, my brother. 7.2. That's beautiful numbers.
Yeah, man. We're doing really good things. I'm having my best year of my career, My goal for this year was to hit 20 million as a solo agent by myself. December just started. I'm already at 23 million in sales volume. And, it's been my best year in performance-wise, but also my toughest year in terms of business. Transitioning to a new office.
Yeah.
A whole new team.
Yeah.
New environment, new office, new people. When we first came in, it was a little bit shaky because some of the girls wanted to stay, some of the girls wanted to come.
Yeah, so you have to figure it out.
Yeah, it's too much information at the same time, so it was a tough decision.
Overwhelming. It's very overwhelming,
bro. But everything after we really stayed, we came here and we started really putting things in order, bro. The numbers have blossomed. The team is doing great. Not just myself, brother. Everybody in the team is having the best year of their career.
You know what's crazy? People, I know people see this and they see the number on social media, right? Because the post looks beautiful, right? 7 million, 7. They don't know what it takes, right? They don't know the details. They don't know the trenches. They don't know the calls that you just get off, where you have to save a deal literally by a little hairnet, right? So I know you're trying to build your team. What does someone need to be part of your team?
So to be part of my team right now, the way we're going about business, obviously you have to speak Spanish because it's a Spanish first team.
100%. Look at all the content. Yeah, 100%.
Look at all the content. The girls on the team. Some of the girls on the team has been in this country for 2 years, bro.
Wow.
2 years, and they're already out here selling properties. Bro.
Yeah.
Motivated, high energy.
Making a better income than they would in any job that they would take out there.
Great
because of not knowing English.
Because of exactly high availability. Look, I told one of the girls to please do me a favor and go pick up some rent with one of my properties. They go, bro. They're available. They're hungry. They're ready to go, and I love that. So
they're ready to learn too.
They're ready to learn. These girls are ready to learn, bro. They actually put pressure on me, like, you know, we need more clients. We need this. We need more content. I love that, bro. They putting pressure on me. And that helps me grow as well as a team lead. I love the girls on the team. I love the team. The energy, the vibe that we're on right now is very important. And so right now, growing as a team, more clients for next year, CRM, being more organized, adapting the systems in the structure to the team, and taking off from there, my brother.
100%. So, you know, I know that lifestyle. We met each other through a couple of lifestyle events. That's when we seen each other. And now, you know, we have done 2 projects together. And what I seen about you and like what I love about you is, one is the God first. I'm a great believer that God is in my heart every morning when I wake up and right before I go to sleep, when I'm driving my car, when I'm answering a call, when I'm doing anything. Do you think that your faith has brought you to a place where you feel like it has excelled you even farther or keep you centered more?
100%, my brother. A God-fearing man is usually a man that makes good decisions, because, you know, as a man, there's certain if you don't fear God, there's certain decisions that you would make just based on the hunger, being a man, 100%. You know, flesh and this and the temptations and all of that good stuff. But when you fear God, bro, you know there's things that you shouldn't be doing, and that leads you in a better path. You respect your spouse more. You respect your family, the legacy, 100%. Business, other people too, bro. You respect other people more just on the basic fear of God.
You know how to be understanding.
You know how to be understanding, bro. It teaches you not only just faith, bro. It just teaches you how to be a better person, because you become more understanding of the things that you may hurt, the way you may hurt people by making decisions that are selfish. So that's the really,
that's deep.
Yeah.
That is deep, people. Because a lot of us are this day, if we looked at the social media number, 7.2, oh, look at this guy making 7.2, right? But the reason you were able to make that, and there's people that make more, is because you're grateful for what you get. You're happy that you're able to do what you do. And every day, that translates through your videos,
of course,
and your comments, right? Where you're like, thank you for giving me the opportunity to help you. I am so happy that I'm part of the biggest transaction in your life. That's a comment that you make very often. Tranquilo. I know that's a comment that you make very often, and the reason behind it is because you're trying to create the legacy for them that you're creating for yourself, and give them the opportunity to create it for their families.
100%, my brother, 100%, and that's a beautiful feeling, because I am really honored. You know, I know, you know, obviously my team is doing great numbers, we're doing great things, and I know that some people feel like it's a privilege to work with us, but brother, it's really a privilege for them to trust us with the biggest transaction in their adult life. So that's a big thing, and I always let them know. You know, we do the cheers here when we close in front of the team logo.
Yeah.
In front of that picture that we have there, and it's a beautiful thing to build that culture. Like, people really are in tune, like, and people really love, bro. There's people that close with us or one of us, and they know everybody else on the team because I post so much.
Yeah, you share
interaction. You know, that's big on me. I'm big on
I see that. No, I see that your team is your priority. Everything you do, they're part of it. They're there, and they are as important or more important than yourself sometimes. And that's, you know, that it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
right? Because if you always know that there's people that have big teams, but they're the fourth front and they want to show them as the front, you're okay with being the guy behind and shining.
Yeah, I love doing that, bro. I let the girls shine. I let them do. They know they can record whatever they want. I bring them into my videos. Whenever we have a listing, it's all of us in the video. We do a lot of things. Whenever I have a listing presentation, I bring 2 or 3 girls to the listing presentation. Everything, bro. I'm open about all the stuff that I do.
And do you think that is? What do you think that is from you, right? Because there's people that have been in this business for years and don't have the growth that you have within 4 years.
Yeah, within 4 years, bro. I think it's just...
let's not even say 4 years. Let's just say 2024. Dude is about to hit 24 million in 2024. Yeah. That's a beautiful number.
Yeah, definitely. By myself, the team is...
That's what I'm saying, 2024.
Close to 50 million as a team, which is a big deal, brother. Especially for a Spanish first-speaking team. And basically, this is...
2%. You do the math with 2%. 1%.
Especially on a Spanish-speaking team that we're basically working in Spanish, which is tougher because it's
a different market.
It's a different market.
And that's what I wanted to actually get to, because you were on a call before we started the podcast with a client. Obviously, we're not going to indulge in details, but there's a difficulty that arises literally a week from closing. How do you deal with that situation? And you're okay and normal and ready to go like nothing happened?
Yeah, bro. To me, to be honest, bro, is like you said, but when I was making that conversation, for us as a realtor, this is just another transaction, whatever it seemed like it. For the client, bro, this is the biggest transaction in their life. They might only get one opportunity to do it through their whole life.
Yeah.
So for them, it's a big deal. They're panicking. Every day they're waking up anxious, nervous. Am I doing the right thing? One day they're waking up extremely happy because they're about to buy a house. The next day they're waking up extremely nervous because
somebody makes a comment and throws everything off.
Their neighbor makes a comment. They're buying the house for $750,000. The house is only worth $600,000. Random people
plays with the fear that they already have.
With the fear, bro. You don't want to hear that.
100%.
As a buyer, you don't want to hear. I don't care if it's the bodega owner, bro. They tell you that the house is now. Even if you know and you're well educated, bro, you don't want to hear people talking. It's like you buy a nice car and you got your neighbor or anybody telling, "Damn, you paid $100,000 for that car." Bro, it basically throws some shade into what you just did.
What do you think that we have that? Is it because some of us don't have the capacity of doing it? Or maybe some of us don't have the knowledge that we could actually do it?
I think
what do you think? What have you seen working with so many people over the years?
I think it's the knowledge, and Hispanic people by nature, we like to talk a lot. You know what I mean?
Know.
Sometimes we get
Tirar fuego.
Tirar fuego. And sometimes we don't even think about the damages that we may do by saying a certain thing. We just, damn, you paying that for that? That's not worth that. But you're just speaking from emotions. And you don't know how the market is moving.
No knowledge.
No knowledge, just based on the number shocked you. So now you're just speaking out of, bro, you don't know what the market is moving like. You don't know what things are selling for. So stop putting fear in other people's eyes. Sometimes, bro, it's pure hatred.
100%.
Some people just knowing that, damn, Cesar's gonna buy a house for $800,000. Let me throw some shit in there. Instead of saying, you know what, brother? Congratulations, bro. I really appreciate that. I'm inspired by you doing that. Damn, Cesar's paying $800,000 for that house. That piece of shit, that shit's probably worth $500,000. People react like that. Some people actually react in a way where they're actually upset that you're making a move that they haven't made. It's crazy and unfortunate, bro.
I think that's what it is, and I think you're hitting the nail like right on it, because I think what it is no knowledge on how they can make it happen. And I'll give you an example, right? How much money have you seen people spend on iPhones, on shoes, on brand clothes in their lifetime? If we sit down and add it up, they spend, let's say, $50,000 to put a number. And that is worth $10,000 today. Or $20,000 for those of you who are collectors. Right? So they are buying these collector's items that in reality are just consumer items that are losing. Imagine they would have saved those 50, put it away on the coin that you're about to hit 100,000, and you're crazy as soon as that comes out, right? So imagine they put it somewhere like that, and it doubles their money, and then they cash it out, buy a real estate property, 3-4 family. Let's say they get a nice property, and now forever they got wealth.
Yeah.
Because they got rental income.
Yep.
And all it took was a decision of not spending the money on bullshit.
BS, yeah. And it happens all the time, bro, especially in the, obviously in the Latino community, we have, obviously some of our parents came here for a better life.
Yeah.
Some of us came here at an older age, so we didn't have the opportunity to actually really be deeply rooted into school because we're older, we need to work, we need to help the family, right? Mm-hmm. So that leads to obviously less financial education. Mm-hmm. So you're just living a day-to-day life. You're buying, you want the lavish, quick gratification life, as in one of the main problems, and I'm not talking just, bro, myself. There's some decisions I've made because of wanting instant gratification, wanting money tomorrow, bro. I'm not willing to wait another 10 years.
Yep.
I made some decisions, bro. Right now, flat out with the investment, because I have a stomach for risk. That's one of the biggest things about me is my stomach for risk is, bro. I
see that with Bitcoin.
Unmatched. Bitcoin and all this other stuff. Decisions that I've made because of not having patience. My stomach for risk is insane. But my patience, I've worked over the years. I'm very impatient with my investments, especially in those type of investments. But I've made decisions that if I sat flat, I would have been up a couple $1 million right now. But obviously wanting that instant gratification, that instant wealth, instant overnight success, which is, bro, unless you hit the lottery, that's basically impossible.
You're speaking from knowledge now.
This is from personal experience, bro.
That what you didn't work in the long run.
Exactly.
And that if you would have done it different, and you're trying to provide that knowledge to our community, and you're trying to help them with that, why is it that we don't allow you to help us?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem, because I've been on both sides of the coin. I made some great investments in real estate, which now, if you add up all the properties that we own, the equity, we're up nice. You know what I'm saying? But I've also made some terrible mistakes in the cryptocurrency market, in the stock market, that right now, if I would have sat pretty the way I should have been sitting, I would have been up $2 or $3 million easy. I'm up nicely now as well, but not nearly close to that because of moves that I made, impulsive, greedy moves where, it's my money, I want it now. I don't want to wait 3 or 4 years. It sounds like a long time, but in reality, investing is a long-term game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to take it easy. Bro, there's some decisions that I made, and I've learned patience because of the hard knocks that I've been through, all the stumbles in life, especially with crypto and stocks. Real estate is different because real estate, you actually got to put a house back on the market. Yeah. It takes a couple of months, so you could actually go through the rhythm. But crypto, I can go on my crypto portfolio right now, start selling like crazy.
Right now,
I don't need to list the property. I don't need, I get desperate, whatever. I need some money.
You sell.
5 minutes later, I could sell,
everything.
A whole Bitcoin, sell everything. 7 days later, I get that money in my account. Yeah. But in a transaction, you go through listing the property, through doing an open house.
Sorry,
bro,
3 months.
It could take 3 months between listing the property and actually selling. But it could take 4 months.
Exactly.
So you feel hot today, but then tomorrow your head is cooling and you're like, I'm doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. So you think that that's also the same impulses we get when a check is deposited in our bank account? It used to say a beautiful number, 10,000, and we're like, I got enough money to go to DR.
Yeah.
And then you go to DR, you enjoy your vacation, you spend $4,000 or $5,000 because you got money.
Yeah, because you got money.
You come back, you got to pay your rent. That's $2,000. So now all you got left is $3,000. Then you got to pay your car note. You got to buy food, and $10,000 just disappeared.
Disappeared, my brother, just like a blink of an eye.
And then those are decisions that we're making for the instant gratification because we want that picture in the beach in Santo Domingo for Instagram. And we forget about the bigger picture that we're trying to build. Yeah, do you think that our generations before, the American generations, meaning Americans before, used to first think about the future and then the gratification? Or that just...
100% easier for the people back in the day because of social media. Social media has changed everything. You want instant gratification now. I got the new car. I could put that on social media and get 500 likes. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day.
Congratulations, you got a new car.
Back in the day, they used to feel the same thing. They used
but you had to show up.
Yeah, you had to show up to the block and everybody, oh shit, my mom Cesar got the new Benz or whatever. Yeah. So now you get that gratification, but in person. Now you take a picture, you don't have to show it to anyone. All of a sudden 1,000 people saw your post.
Car could be rented.
Endorphins. Nobody you feel better about yourself. You feel accomplished when people are saying congratulations. That's a common human being feel.
But do you think
and it's hard for anyone to say that they don't feel good about that. Anyone feels good about it.
No, everybody does.
Yeah,
I feel good.
Of course.
I feel good that I posted my first story today and everybody's already saying, hey, you're back.
Absolutely. It's a good feeling.
It's a good
Human
feeling.
beings need that. Just like human beings, we love getting credit for stuff. we love getting credit because credit is people actually acknowledging you. Confirmation and acknowledgement. That, yo, Cesar, you was the first guy that did this. Yo, congratulations. Or when something happened in the family and they give you credit, yo, so, if it wasn't for Cesar, we would have never done that.
Yeah.
That feels good, bro, that people actually acknowledge you and your existence. So that's the way human beings are. Our nature, we like to be acknowledged. Our existence to us is important. It's like an ego thing. And, if you do it the right way, bro, it's a good feeling.
And that's my next question. Now that now that you failed in certain things, that you lost, that you also won, how do you think if Campusano starts again today, how will you manage those things, mistakes you made to be better?
I mean, to me, I go back to the word patience, brother. It's one of the hardest things to actually learn and actually, dominate. Your patience is so key.
But waiting for your time.
But it can be so boring because it can be long, my brother. So if you tell me that bro, nobody wants to wait 3, 4, 5 years to
succeed on anything.
To succeed, no, but that sounds... You start calculating 365 times 3. That's a long ass time.
4 years later is when you're selling 24 million in a year.
Exactly, 4 years later, my brother. So, but if you told me that the first year in real estate, I did really well because I had good social media presence. Plus, I was always out there doing my little organic videos. I've always been into like the whole video thing, whether it's organic. They didn't look that well, but people felt the energy, bro.
Yeah, you were working through
For me, it wasn't even about the quality. It was the energy behind everything that I was saying. People, you know. So
I can connect with him. I understand him.
Exactly.
And what happens is people automatically send you a DM, and the conversation starts.
Yes.
And then your personality comes through 100%.
Exactly. My personality takes over. So, those type of things help me. First year, I sold 10 million. So, which is great for a first year. My first year in real estate by myself, no knowledge, just straight energy, bro. Obviously I had knowledge because I already owned the property. So, I put those things in. I was able to put myself in the shoes of someone that was going to buy. But bro, if you were to tell me that it was going to take me till my 4th year to do 24 million in volume as a solo agent, it'll be like, damn, 4 years, bro. I want that shit next year, bro. But you understand the process and all the ups and downs that you have to go through in real estate, deals falling through, bad tenants, difficulties with the certificate of occupancy, inspections, appraisals, clients that, bro, the things that we can go through in one real estate transaction? Imagine for you to sell 24, 25, 30 mil in a year as a solo agent. That means you have to go through at least 40 transactions at minimum. All the stuff that you're exposed to and that you can see through 40
and the different personalities, because you don't only deal with one person. People make the mistake of thinking that you're literally dealing with one person. You're dealing with the homeowner, the person who's buying, the lawyer for the homeowner, the lawyer for the person who's buying, the title company, the mortgage company,
the inspector, the appraiser, the certificate of occupancy from the town.
The towns, which is, I promise I wasn't gonna curse this season, but it's the best experience you will ever have as a homeowner, developer / whatever. These towns are charging so much taxes, but yet they fail to do the job properly. That's not the conversation.
And not only that, bro, they feel like you're actually doing them a favor. Like, bro,
you're bothering them.
Yeah, like you're bothering them. I'm moving.
You're paying them for work.
And you're moving the economy in their town, bro. I'm bringing up the value in your town, bringing up
taxes.
People with good
so you can make more money.
And you go over there and it's like you're literally bothering, bro. I'm actually moving your economy.
But you know what it is there's this complacent.
Yeah.
And they don't have to. Something that is happening right now. I don't want to go political in the conversation, but something's happening now is showing how sometimes a job that is secure creates this comfortability from that person's mindset where they don't do right. When if it was in business, you weren't doing right, you'll get fired.
Yep.
Right? Because it's inefficient.
When you have a secure job, unfortunately, that kills a man's dream.
100%.
Because now you're comfortable, you don't really care about the fact that now you wanted to be an architect.
Or you're thinking about your pension, your insurance.
You got enough to pay your mortgage, your rent,
401k.
Whatever. Your 401k, that's all. And
that's what you're thinking about.
That's ambition. Because you're secure. You do 25 years in here. You get your 75%, 100% pension. Your kids are okay. You can pay for their school. But that kills a man's ambition. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. Because being an entrepreneur is
Not easy.
That's not easy at all, my brother. It's not for everyone. That's why life is made in.
You have to have problems and still be able to smile in a
and still be able to smile. Like you don't have a couple deals that just fell through, bro. I have two deals that fell through already between Friday and today. Mm-hmm. But I have a couple deals closing at the end of the night. You get so used to stuff like that, bro. You just get up. You fall 7 times. You get up 8. Deal fell through. Let's put 2 more under contract tomorrow. You start actually building a stomach for that.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you'll be struck by that. Like, oh my God, I have to.
All your emotions are.
All your emotions are. Deal fell through. I'm the listing agent, so I'm gonna eat regardless. Put it back on the market. Do another open house. Unfortunately, get it back. Next thing you know, I have a buyer that's buying it. It's so many things that can happen, bro. You build a stomach for that, and you build patience. You build understanding. You can educate your clients better. Man, education and communication in real estate, super important. Communication in everything, in relationship, your spouse, partners, team, everything. Communication is key, bro. Communication, you can get far when you communicate things the right way, especially the tough conversations. Nobody wants to have tough conversations, my brother.
No,
Human beings we don't like that. By nature, we do not like having tough conversations.
I'm going to give you my example. Like, lately I've been practicing putting myself in the position where I had to have that tough conversation, where I had to tell people things that they don't want to hear, or that I don't feel comfortable saying. And the reason for that is because I feel like as a business, it will make me a lot better. When I used to have my editors and the people that work for me, I used to relay the information.
And have them have it. Yeah,
I have someone else say the negative because you don't want to be that bad guy.
No, bro.
In the picture.
I hate that too.
Today, I understood that in order for me to continue growing, I have to be able to be present in those conversations because growth happens in the toughest times, right? Diamonds are made on the rough.
Yeah.
And if we're not willing to go through the rough part, we're not going to be diamonds.
And you don't belong in the entrepreneurial world because there's going to be a lot of tough conversations. Imagine, next year as a team, we're shooting for, 75, 80 mil. Let's say something happens in the market or something happens in the team or whatever, and all of a sudden next year the numbers ain't hitting.
The quarters are not the word.
I'm not getting enough clients to feed the team. I gotta have that tough conversation. Like, it's things slow down a little bit. This is what we got going on. This is these are tough conversations because we have expectations and everybody's wired up for the right things. And even what's tougher than speaking to like your spouse about something uncomfortable, 100%. Or to your mom or to your dad about something that you feel uncomfortable about, or they feel uncomfortable about, and you have to understand and have this communication without getting all riled up. You actually
you're controlling your emotions.
Control your emotions, hear out,
which a lot of us don't know how to do.
Being able to be criticized and take it in a critical what's that called again? Constructive criticism. A lot of people don't want to be criticized. No. We don't want to hear bad things. No. We don't want to give out bad news, and we don't want to receive bad news either. That's a common human being trait.
Yeah.
We don't like doing that. We have to develop that. By nature, we do not like doing that. Just like we're 100%. Selfish. Human beings are selfish by nature. We learn how to share. That's not a natural thing. We learn how to share. Where you see kids, I have 2 children. That's how you know that human beings are naturally selfish. My kids know me. That's my toy. Why is that person touching it? That's how we are. We're protective. We're selfish. We learn how to share. You know what I'm saying? It's like communication. We do not like hearing bad things. We learn how to do it because you have to do it to grow, but we don't like naturally doing that. Some people rather ignore you than tell you no.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't like uncomfortable conversations.
And do you think that that's the reason why a lot of us, come into different businesses, not just real estate, but different businesses and fail and don't get up again and just go work for a job because it was so hard to get that failure and not being able to look other people in the face and say, I failed, but now I'm here again?
Nope. That's the majority of people. They will get that one failure off the bat. You're like, this is not for me, bro. Let me go right back to what I know was secure. Pension, this, that. Nothing wrong with 9-to-5s and pensions and police officers and all that good stuff. Those are all great jobs. Not everybody's built for those. But those are all great jobs. But a lot of people that come into the entrepreneurial world and they get hit by one tough, roadblock, they quit right away because they realize, it feels terrible to be neglected or to be told no or to be rejected or your offer didn't get accepted. Now you're with the same client. 5 offers in a row, you haven't gotten accepted. It sucks to have to call your client and be like, we lost again. yo, maybe on the 7th you're gonna hit, and now that everybody's gonna forget about missing on 6, everybody's happy again. So it's about being able to have these and especially in real estate, bro, where so many things can go wrong. You learn how to have these tough conversations no matter what. Because you can have a deal on the contract, bro, that's gonna close next week, and all of a sudden something happens.
Like the call you got today.
And they call you, or the deal falls through. How the hell do you call your client or anyone that's already have their freaking self-esteem, their hopes are way up there. They already got couches, bro, ordered for that property that they're gonna close on next week, and all of a sudden the deal falls through because of whatever, bro.
That's 100. That's true. And how do you, as a team, you have your team, and my goal with asking you this question is, anybody who may be watching this, especially the other people that would like to join your team, is like, what does it take for that person to be here and understanding and hearing you and seeing what you're saying, and also envisioning themselves in the position that you envision yourself? Because again, I know the way you work with your team is through them, not over them. And the fact that sometimes that may not look good, right? Because you might be pulling and pushing and saying, no, we could do better. You can take care of that client. It's not a tough conversation. You're just holding yourself back. How do you, as a team leader, make that happen?
That's huge on my team, bro. We have a lot of tough conversations. You've seen it here. Girls on the team, you got friends. He's over here pulling her hair because of a tough issue that we have with certain clients, where sometimes we've done everything as the buyer's agent. Everything is great. We got the clear to close. We're good. Everything is good. But not the seller can't close because they have an issue. So now we have our client on our asses as to put pressure on the listing agent. What's going on? When can we close? Now we got to put pressure on the listing agent as to what's going on. The listing agent is telling you, bro, I can't do anything else. The buyer has to figure this out. So now we get that constant pressure because now our buyer has a lease that's ending, and now they got to move by the end of the month. You see how so many things, bro, it's a domino effect. It's so many things. One little thing moves the wrong way, the transaction is off the wicks, bro. So very important for me, leading by example, you don't want to have the conversation, I'll call the client and watch me talk to the client. They understand the way that I talk. I'm very... I consider myself very charismatic in the way I talk to people. I always start in a soothing way. Even if I'm about to give you bad news, I always start in a good way. How you doing? It's a pleasure for me to hear your voice, that type of thing. So I soothe them in. And then, unfortunately, this is what's going on. It's all about delivery, bro. Delivery is crazy. Because if you start right away, I got some bad news for you. You don't start that way, because now you put
the whole conversation goes negative.
Nah, that's it, bro. Then their nerves are through the wickets, and you start how you doing.
I think that the best way we spoke is like what you said. I said earlier, and then you repeated on the podcast, which is, for them, this is the biggest thing they're doing in their life.
Yep. And for us, it's just another transaction.
Right. I started noticing that when my wife freaks out about anything, and I'm like, that's all right. Like she said, oh, I'm gonna put an example. Oh, I gotta pay this much next week for the daycare for my son. But what she doesn't understand is I had 3 deals that were about to close with 3 clients. I was going to put a nice chick of change in my pocket. I was going to be okay for the next 2 months because it was going to be a nice deal. Deal falls through. I still got to figure it out.
You still got to figure it out. That daycare, whatever you got going on with your kids, they don't want to hear it. They're not. Your
rent doesn't care. Your light bill doesn't care.
Bank doesn't care.
The phone bill doesn't care. Yeah, nobody cares.
So we always have to constantly figure things out, brother.
And I think that's and sorry for cutting you off, but I think that's where we shine, and that's where it goes, because if you're a good problem solver, that's what it is. You're not the best entrepreneur, you're not the best at anything. You're the best at problem solving.
You're the best at problem solving. People get paid to solve
problems
or things that other people don't want to do.
And find solutions.
Literally solve problems, find solutions, make other people's life easier, and help them do things that they wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Why do you think for a sale by owner, for example, sellers that want to sell their house because they want to save a commission, they put it on the market, and then they realize, this shit is not as easy as I thought.
Yeah.
So now they go, you know what? They contact the realtor. They're like, I'd rather pay the 4%. I might still get more money where the 4% doesn't really affect me. It's just a psychological thing. They realize that, bro, I'd rather pay a professional to do the shit that I don't want to do, bro.
I mean, imagine.
That's like me.
You're busy all day.
You're busy all day. Me. For example, me or anyone that's an entrepreneur that, that you understand and you know how to value your time. Let's say you're a person that's worth, or you make $300 an hour. $300 an hour. Why would you be cutting the lawn in your property, when you could just pay someone $200 to do that in a couple of hours? Why would you spend 3 hours when you don't really know how to do that, when your hours are worth $300?
That's $900.
You could be doing something else, pay that person the $200.
And save $700.
But people don't look at it that way. Nah, hell no, I ain't paying $200. I'm going to do that and then I'm going to go out to work. Bro, you just lost money.
Time is so valuable. And
time is so valuable.
It's crazy that you brought it full circle, because time is so important. And time, we assign our time to the wrong people. We give attention to things that really don't matter. We don't value the things that we want with our time. And then we question ourselves the why we're not X, Y, and Z. I admire multiple people from this office. You're one of them. The next one is Zito. And the next one is Chris, right? And Oscar. And the reason why I admire them is because the work ethic and I understand what it takes to be where they are. It's not that they hit the lotto and they got lucky or you got lucky. No. The fact that you're here and it's 8:40 at night, when you could have said, you know what? I want to be home with my kids.
Already hit my target for the year. Like everybody, all the people that you mentioned.
Let me go on vacation.
I'm good, bro. Everybody that you mentioned is already Zito, Oscar, myself. They all hit that 20 million plateau for the year.
100%.
Whatever, I'm good.
But what happens is, if you take a break now, and that was said on the meeting by George, and I put that on the main video. I don't know if it came out, but you guys are going to watch it. George said, and you're setting up your business for next year right now,
bro.
People don't understand that.
People don't understand that, bro. November and December are the most crucial months. You know why? Because the winter's usually cold. And nobody wants to go see properties. Most people don't want to list their property.
Nobody wants to get out of their house.
No, people don't want to list their house because they understand this is the worst 2 months to sell their property because it's cold. You got less people looking at
your property. You got the
holidays, so people are broke. Their minds is focused on the gifts and the New Year's. So why would you
parties and etc.
Unless you're really going through like a divorce or something unfortunate that makes you sell now, bro, you will wait. You will wait 3 or 4 months. Why would I list my property in December when I can list it in April? Yeah, because it's warmer.
You're still gonna pay the same thing. It doesn't really change your life.
No. So that these are the most crucial times in real estate. I always say it: November, December, January, because January and February and March can be some slow months, especially if you didn't do that groundwork in November and December.
When I used to go out 1,000 miles an hour, I used to tell my clients during this time, this is the time where you and me need to work more.
Literally, this one
because this is the time where, and this is the reason why I'm taking the podcast. This was strategically done. I could have started this in the summer,
or you could have started in the summer, yeah.
But I was like, no. Everybody right now is busy, moving.
Chilling. People are taking it easy now.
Now everybody has to replan their business plans, etc. They got more free time. There's an easier way for me to get access. So let's start the podcast
again. Let's start it now, bro. 100%.
And then that's why it's going to be released. Everything's going to be recorded before the winter's over, but we're going to have episodes till the summer.
Till the summer, exactly.
But what happened, I was able to get everybody I wanted within the time because everybody had
the time, my brother, 100%. But I love that. The winters get a little more boring. They're dark early, so you got
people. I get people to watch the videos more because they're more available.
More at home. They're more available. Right now, bro, 8:40. It would have just been getting dark now in the summer. You got still people in the parks. You got people,
going out, parties. How many events don't people have during the summer?
In the summer, bro. Sometimes we don't have time to breathe.
No, not at all.
It's very, very, very good idea for you to by doing this, man. Like I said, bro, I'm always available to talk real estate, talk business, talk growth. Because I'm not only, bro, I really love this. Like when I told you that from the bottom of my heart, I really do love this. I love talking business. I love talking growth. I love to see other people doing well because I thrive off of that. I thrive over all the people doing well. So if I see my peers here, my other colleagues putting up some crazy numbers, that's motivational to me. It's like, I know I can't even take it easy because I got dudes in the office that are applying that pressure. So it takes me to the next level.
It's good competition.
Good competition.
Because what you're seeing is not only that they're succeeding in the numbers, but that it's possible.
It's possible, yeah.
And if we look at it with that mindset, instead of saying, that's bullshit. You know, there's someone that is, we could say, my competition out there. And when I saw the numbers, I just did the math because, you know, all we have to do is do some math. I was like, it's actually not impossible to reach.
It's not impossible to reach.
And I've done it before.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I surprised? Well, the reason I'm surprised is because my work ethic was in low mode. And now it's time to ramp up the engines.
It's time to ramp it up, bro.
I think that it was enough time for me to take a vacation. I don't think I talked about this yet on any of the episodes that I recorded. It was time for me to take a break. It was time for me to take a step back. I made some decisions that were wrong. I also created mistakes that I actually got to fix now. I apologize to the people that in the way felt like they were not priority. Not because they weren't priority to me, but because I had so much going on that I didn't know how to project myself correctly. And now I understand the value of time, not my time. Because my time is important, but his time is more important than mine. Because the fact that he's giving me his time, that he could be with his family, that he could be with his wife, that he could be with people that money-making activities, like I always say. You know, it's so valuable that there's no price tag on it. The fact that we're sitting next to each other, he's allowing me to record him. I know we all look at it as an even exchange, but you don't know how honored I am that you said yes. Because that, to me, is more important than any dollar amount that anybody could.
Same to me, my brother. I feel like that from the bottom of my heart, too. For you to have actually reached out to me to, I want to get you in a podcast. I want to talk. I want to chop it up, exchange ideas. For me, it's an honor, too, my brother. Trust me. I really... It speaks volumes to the work that you're doing, the work that I'm doing, that people actually want to, you know, if people want to actually shoot a video with you, it's like, yo, they like what you're doing, bro.
You know, I tell that to my wife all the time. I'm like, can you believe that I texted this person? And he said yes.
Yeah.
Can you believe I texted this person and they said this? Can you believe that I went to an event and 5 people pulled me aside and say, yo, I want to be in your podcast, or I'm happy that you're doing it. Why did you stop? Do it again. That, to me, has no price tag.
Yeah, me either. Me too, my brother. And I can tell that you're passionate about it, just like the way that I am. For me, though, this is not. I know it's a business. You know, it's business. We're doing a podcast. We're gonna see people. We're gonna have people seeing this and be motivated more by the stuff that we're talking about. But for me, bro, it's really a passion-based thing. Like, I'm really just talking out of passion.
Yeah, me too.
The business and everything goes along.
The fact that we're clicking on it too is like we're in the same wavelength.
We're on the same vibe, my brother. So it's a frequency thing. We're on the same frequency right now. It's a passion thing. And when you're passionate and you're actually helping people through passion change their lives, bro, the money happens by coincidence, my brother. You feel me? Like, it happens by you. Damn, this is post that I always see. There's like, you mess around. You by being intentional, you're gonna mess around and find out and be rich by accident. Yeah. Because you're applying yourself and you're being intentional about it. Like, a lo loco, y te hace rico, ¿tú me entiendes?
And that's something that I see because Dios no me ha desamparado, right?
Yeah.
God has never, and I think this is the best way to end this, is like God has never let his son in the trenches, right?
Of course.
He lets me go through things and then slaps me up a little bit.
Exactly.
Wake up.
You learn your lesson, shake you up.
And come back. And I am so honored and so happy, so proud that I haven't given up. That he has not let me give up.
Yeah, he hasn't let you give up. He's seen you, like, put you around the right people that motivate you again. Yo, let me get this shit done. You know what I mean?
Not only that, even when I'm like, oh, I'm taking time off, I'm going to chill, he puts people on the phone that I'm like, what?
Like, I don't know, unexpected stuff.
Right? So it's a blessing, again, like, you know, to be here with you, and it's a blessing to be where I'm at and how my name is important. You know, I was one of those kids that thought he was going to be famous on social media because I understood the algorithm and saw how that worked. What I learned, what he taught me, and what I understood is I don't need to be famous if I'm not influential with the people. Sometimes you can influence 3 people. It's more valuable than influencing 1 million.
Yeah, my brother. It's all about impact, bro.
100%. That's it.
Brother, once you impact, bro, it's a good feeling for yourself, for them, their family. People are going to be talking about. You're going to get all the good stuff in one by just being impactful, bro. I always tell new realtors all the time, if you come into this business thinking about commission, commission is beautiful. We all come in this game thinking about, damn, I could make some. Bro, when you actually learn the value of impact, forget about the money. You're gonna make a shit ton of money in this business.
Is back to the conversation from the beginning. What you create on your videos and people that you connect is the impact with them, and that's why people like that live that you did. The questions that were coming in were golden. I mean, there's people in this industry that will go in a live and won't have one question like that, but it's because you make content that impacts people's life, and in turn they reward you by saying, I want to work with you and I want to be part of this.
It's a privilege. People don't understand it's a privilege for people to actually want to do business with us.
100%.
It speaks volumes as to you whatever energy you're putting out there, the value that you actually represent. Bro, again, the word is impact. If you're being impactful, bro, you're literally impact. Have a good reputation and keep applying that pressure and bringing value to the market. Everyone is going to want to be around you, work with you, be humble, be pure, be transparent. People love that, bro. People love to be around people that are successful, but are also humble. Like, you can literally talk to them and have this motherfucker's mad cool, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker's making $1 million or whatever, but they're super cool. They talking to you like you know what I mean?
Everybody gets surprised, you know, and social media has actually brought into people's attention how millionaires actually act.
Yeah.
And you see them walking down the road. They're normal people. Yeah. We all look at it because of the artists and because of
of course.
You know, we look at them like, oh my God, this person is real millionaires and people who really have money.
Walking around in regular
like this.
Little polo shirt. Yeah, man. And
100%.
again, brother, impact. The word is impact.
I think that's the best way to leave off this podcast right there with the word impact.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, thank you so much for being on, and it was a great conversation.
My pleasure, my brother. We did a great job, my brother, because it was pure passion, no pre-game, just straight up talking from the
conversations,
heart.
100%.
100%.
Thank you, everybody, and I see you next week. Peace.
Vamos al mambo.